2 years later, my brother Cecil climbed down our chimney. And for most of the next 35 years, we argued. My first response when he was brought to the house was to take a look at him and say, "This is wonderful. Now I shall have an audience." But yes, we did argue. We argued about everything. But never once did we quarrel. Quarrel, you see, should never get in the way of a good argument, of which we had plenty. But we didn't argue about domesticity, about the virtues of domesticity. Nor did we disagree that the modern world was running away from domesticity, fleeing domesticity. It's really been a drift, not a drive. It's that we're all following a fashion, not even that we're following a heresy. It's as though we're all sheep, and we're all sheep. We're not even following an evil shepherd. We're following, more often than not, the state. And without the family, ladies and gentlemen, we are all helpless before the state. I don't know if there's anything more important that I can say this evening than that. Without the family, we are helpless before the state. Yes, we are in the process, I fear. And Cecil, before he died at the end of World War I, was fearing this as well, that we are all sheep. Yes, I know. Real sheep. Real sheep. A little dog can drive all those sheep. But where is that dog driving them? He's either driving them into the field or he's driving them home. But where are we being driven? We're being driven into the arms of the state, it seems to me. Oh, I know there are those who say that state officials can make very good parents if you pay them enough. Yes, they do say that, don't they? But I also believe that there is a God in heaven who created a world in which there were always to be two people who would do out of love by way of raising their children. It's also said, of course, that raising children is boring. Really. I believe that same God in heaven created a world in which there would be two parents who would never be bored by the antics of a child, and who would pay little attention to experts. The modern world is quite overrun with experts, each one of whom is much more of an aristocrat than the aristocrat of old, who merely thought he knew how to live well. Whereas the modern expert is someone who claims to know better. For most things in life, I should think we are better off ignoring experts and going back to the principle behind the jury system. You see, questions of guilt or innocence are really too important to be left to experts. If we want a library catalogued or a bank audited or a solar system discovered, we can turn to experts. But if we want something truly important done, such as determining guilt or innocence, what do we do but gather together 12 people who happen to be standing about at the moment? The same thing was done, if I remember correctly, by the founder of Christianity. As I heard an expert, a socialist, a lady socialist at that, give a lecture not long ago in which she said, we must take care of other people's children as if they were our own. That's what's wrong with the world. That's the exact formula of what's wrong with the world. We must take care of other people's children as if they were our own. Even the Bolsheviks have discovered that the family is a real institution. After a prolonged and extravagant experience, the Bolsheviks have discovered something, that the family is a real institution, and moreover, that there is no substitute for it. I wonder when our modern industrial world will make the same discovery.